Hello and welcome to the Part-Time Gamers, the gaming podcast for people with full-time lives. I am Searanex, clocking in with my good friend 9 of 12. How are you doing today?
Peachy Keen, how are you?
Doing alright, other than things are still kind of janky. Uh, I'll still
Yeah.
working on settings and stuff for all of this. Trying to figure out what's the best way to get everything set. But we're still here. We're still doing it. I'll yeah. Hopefully it won't be too much of the jank. I'll
How much a delay do you have on the stream?
I don't have any delay set. It's just like whatever it is because of the stuffs. Unless a setting got put on there. One second. Uh, da, 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 da. Advanced. Yeah, it's great to be doing this live.
Hey, I hear so much of this in podcasts. I was listening
Yeah.
to Mind of a Geek today, and because I'm going to be on there soon, and they are in season 5, and I listened to 3 episodes in a row, and they had tech issues at the beginning of every single one.
Yeah. I don't have any delay set, so whatever delay in there is probably just my connection. Which hopefully, right now I'm actually doing this on wireless, which I will probably change in the near future once I get a switcher or another giant, ridiculously long Ethernet cable, because my router is upstairs. Actually, there's a random pipe right back there. The Ethernet cable goes right up that from that pipe up to the router through the wall upstairs. So it is not an easy process. So, but it looks like I will probably have to utilize that because of my connection is probably not the greatest right now. So anyway, how are you doing? We've been doing this last week or so.
Stuff. I went to see Black Panther last night.
Yes, I am actually really jealous.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
That's
So good.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing is that it's just one of the best Marvel movies to date, which is saying something.
Yeah, people are rating it in the top 5 Marvel, even. So
Yeah, yeah. My wife and I really do want to go see it. The problem is we have two babies and not enough babysitters. So, I'll
I understand.
yeah, that whole full time life thing. So at some point when we're actually, well, hopefully in the near future, my mom will be able to watch our kids, ship them off to grandma's. She can't do that right now though because she actually had knee surgery last week and is still recovering. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. She's all right. She's recovering. She actually just got the bandage taken off yesterday. Oh, but yeah, hopefully in the next, I don't know, month or so, whatever, she'll be able to watch the kiddos, and we'll be able to have surely one on top of each other. Oh, and now you can't hear me. What is going on?
oh, now you're back.
Okay. Okay, and audition is crawling.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what. I'd love to see what audition shows. Does it show my track with any audio in it?
No, it shows your track with audio. It's like way after where it's supposed to be. So I think it's still recording everything. It's just not showing it properly. So it's looking like this Mac
Because I
Mini
couldn't hear you
wasn't
for a
the
while.
yeah. It's looking like this Mac Mini wasn't necessarily the resolution to all this. Yeah,
Software, hardware,
yeah.
it's
Trying
one
to
or the
get
other. You gotta
yeah,
try both.
yeah. Anyway, finally got my desk in order. It's got a bunch more space over on this right side by my arm, so now it makes it a little bit easier to play Overwatch and all that jazz. And I actually have my monitors one on top of the other instead of over to the right, so I'm facing a little bit more towards the camera even when I'm checking the stream. Oh, and I also repositioned my microphones. Now it's actually bolted underneath the top shelf that's holding my upper monitor, and it's upside down, so now it's not blocking my monitor or my keyboard or anything like that. It's a much more convenient position for me.
Actually, that's a little bit of a funny story. We had bathroom renovations. We got a new tub this week.
Oh yeah.
And because of this monstrosity here, my arm and my Yeti, the one of the guys working on it asked my husband if I was running a radio station.
Kind of. Uh, have you heard of podcasting? It's a thing now. Oh,
Yeah, we don't have enough weirdness trying to explain to someone what a podcast is,
yeah,
but then it's somebody who, is bilingual and
yeah. But oh, yeah, it's been an interesting week for me, just trying to get everything situated. We still got a bunch of crap over in my basement, like the section of this board that I cut out and am currently sitting in. That's somewhere over there on the floor. I still gotta clean up everything. I still gotta get a bunch of stuff off the other iMac. Oh, so yeah, still got some work to do in the basement here, and including installing a new light right above me. But yeah. All right. Anyways, I think we can go ahead and jump into our water cooler talk. Zach's not here, obviously, so go ahead with yours.
so I found this article and I thought this was a really cool thing. There is a game, um, the Bad News Browser,
Hmm.
and it aims to help people like teach you to identify fake news. It's created by the University of Cambridge, but it strikes me as kind of being like a like a sieve thing, right? Except your idea is you're trying to spread fake news, and you have to keep an eye on your stats, right? Uh, they've got fake like storms, and you have to juggle inflammatory headlines to try and draw people and misleading quotes, but then you have to keep your reputation up. Like you're a fake news monger. So you have to keep an eye on your followers meter and your credibility meter, and to try and get as many followers as you can while building up fake credibility as a news site.
Interesting.
I think it's really cool. I mean, this is something we just hear over and over and get desensitized to. But the idea of people are using these techniques, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the
I mean,
whole
they're legitimate
media mess,
things.
BuzzFeed garbage, right? And people they don't realize it's bad. I mean, everybody's mom sends them some crazy stuff, and you're like, okay, that site is garbage, though, right? Like that's a lunatic, and you only know that if you bother to sort through, or if you were taught, you know, like my kids were taught in school how to identify propaganda, for instance.
Yeah.
But I think it's a really neat thing, idea to build it into a game, so that I mean, kids will grow up playing this kind of thing, and it'll make them automatically check their sources,
Yeah.
which is something we should all be doing. And to see the motivations, to understand like why would it, if it's on the internet it must be true, or if it's in the newspaper, it's like they'll
Yeah.
understand that there are people whose sole motivation is to polarize people, know it because they'll identify with it from playing the game.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could gamify anything.
Indeed. Yeah. That's actually pretty interesting. Um, yeah, and what I found is so there's I'm completely unfamiliar with this, but I think this actually caught my eye earlier today. Uh, there's a cloud computing company that is originally from France that has started up what they call shadow PC services in California. And basically, what this allows you to do, I'll yeah, basically what this allows you to do is for a subscription. Fine, I'll stop the stream. For a subscription, it basically gives you cloud access to a ridiculously powerful gaming computer. They're saying on the article that it's equivalent to a $2,000 gaming computer, and it's subscription based. So you don't actually have to own the computer or anything like that. You access it through cloud services, and they're boasting high-end NVIDIA graphics, uh, 1080p or 4K at 60 hertz, uh, i7, 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage space, zero latency. It says pri- proprietary.
Proprietary.
Yes, proprietary technology delivers a seamless experience for any internet connection above 15 megabytes, and it's like they've tested it with people playing Overwatch. Then they have them either playing on this shadow PC or on a gaming PC that is underneath their desk, and they were not able to distinguish a difference between the two. That's how good this thing is. And what's awesome about it, is since it's subscription based. I'm trying to remember where it has the. I think it has the prices for it somewhere on this article.
$35 a month with a 1 year commitment, 40
Yeah,
for 3 months, and 50 without.
yeah. So $420 with a 1 year commitment, and basically you have a computer that is you have access to a computer that would otherwise be $2,000, and it's forever upgrading. So you don't have to worry about upgrading it. You don't have to worry about it becoming obsolete or anything like that. It's just subscription based, and you just constantly have access to it. And they say that they're expecting to have VR support sometime this year. So it's
Sounds really interesting.
yeah,
I heard rumors, and it looks really cool.
yeah.
Um, I had I heard rumors earlier today about people that had done testing on it, and it was janky. But I mean, it's new, so
Yeah, and also it's
tell it
only
what
available in
starts.
California right now. So, but they said they're trying to
Well, in
expand.
France.
Yeah, it's started in France and it's in California. The only U.S. location is California right now, but they're trying to expand it further. And so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Oh, yeah. But I thought, considering all of the current computer woes I've been having recently, I thought that was actually really interesting to have basically a computer that you don't necessarily own, but that you can just subscribe to, and it's way better than anything I would ever have. So, but I thought that
It's
was a
kind of like
pretty cool
a
article.
cell phone model, right?
Kind of. Well, except eventually you actually own the cell phone. With this, you never actually own the computer, but you just have access to it, which it actually kind of reminds me of like the Adobe Creative Cloud, where it's just constantly updating. You don't have to worry about it being obsolete or anything like that, and it's just subscription based.
But there has to be. I mean, it still has a piece of hardware. Eventually, it's going to get outpaced and need to be replaced. Then what? I mean, I
Well,
guess it would be like leasing your modem, right? Where you can just go to the shop and get a new one.
oh, well, the thing is, this it's a cloud service, so you don't actually need the box or anything.
Okay. I'm just
Yes,
looking at the box.
yeah, I'm trying to see where it. Yeah, they began by loading up Rise of the Tomb Raider on the company's Shadowbox hardware, which isn't required, but is available for those with devices that can't connect to the cloud. So basically, as long as you have something that's connected to that you can connect to the cloud, you can access uh, this this cloud PC. So I thought that was really cool, and it'd be
Yeah.
interesting to see what kind of how effective and how well it would perform. But
Do you think they did the 420 pricing on purpose
I don't know.
for the memes?
Uh, anyways, I'll before we get back to work, I'd like to promote the Patreon. You can, if you want to help us out, you can a couple different ways by subscribing to our by giving us a review on iTunes, by subscribing to our YouTube channel or our Twitch channel, caffeinducedtv.com or twitch.tv/caffeinducedtv. Wow. Uh, or by giving us a donation at patreon.com/parttimegamers. We are entirely supported by our listeners, and we don't have any sponsors or anything like that. We have our listeners are what support us. So if you'd like to help us out, you can at patreon.com/parttimegamers. And today we're actually going to be talking about a couple different games. Approximately 20 of them, actually. We're going to be talking about the Jackbox Party Packs. So, for anyone who remembers way back in the day, the You Don't Know Jack trivia games, this is the same company that made those games. It's just called it. All of these games are designed and published by Jackbox Games. That's the name of the company, and they went way beyond just their traditional trivia games. But another thing that's really cool about these, they're just about any platform you can get these party packs on. The most common ones, you can get them on Steam for Mac and PC, and you can get them on all the current consoles and even some of the old consoles. And it's all the party packs cost $24.99 each. There's 4 of them right now. If you get all 4, you're getting like 20 or so games. And these games range in hilarity a great deal. So, like I think one of the most common ones that is seen on Twitch is called Quiplash, which is still one of my favorite games. It's actually really good. They have Quiplash 2 in the Party Pack 3, which is the one I bought because it was on sale recently on Steam. And yeah, you're before I get into some of these stuff, I think the greatest feature of this game is the fact that only one person needs to actually own the game. And you could have theoretically up to a couple thousand people involved in these games. Probably about, between 2 and 8 or so actually playing the game, and you can actually have an audience participating as well. But what's unique about this is you have one person actually hosting the game on a computer or whatever device you have it on, and everyone else is actually playing on a mobile device, either your phone or a tablet. You can play on a computer screen as well, but all of those other people playing do not require the game. They can basically, what it does is you start the game, it gives you a room code, a 4-digit room code. Whoever wants to play goes to jackbox.tv, enter in that room code, enter in a name, and you're in the game. It's a really cool design and really, really good for party games and everything like that.
It's incredibly stream friendly.
Yes.
Lots of people stream it. You can go to Twitch and you can look up Quiplash or Fibbage or whatever and just find people streaming it and try to get in on games, which is terrific. It's great for streamers. I see a lot of streamers late night when they've been grinding out their Hearthstone or whatever they normally play. You've got people in the chat going, hey, let's play Quiplash, and just lots of fun. People just jump right in. And Twitch seems to have just caught on to this, and I think Jackbox has caught on to this. It's something the community seems to have just started doing. I mean, as a party game, because you can't get it on, your PS4 or whatever. But Twitch recently, I know a person, but they signed an NDA, so I don't have a lot of details. But Twitch, I do know, recently did a study related to Jackbox Games. And I noticed in the latest party package from Jackbox, they have specific like stream tools that they're starting to incorporate in their games. So I think we're going to see going forward even more and more of that, which I'm
Yeah.
excited about.
Yeah. But yeah, that I think is the greatest thing about this is the fact that it is so stream friendly. There are some of them that are not so much like faking it. Uh, that is you have to play that in person because it involves actually like being able to physically see the people and what they're doing. Uh, but a lot of the other ones like Trivia Murder Party, Quiplash, Guespionage, Fibbage. I'm just trying to think of some of the other games on there that would be really stream friendly. There's a lot of them though. There's a lot of
Well,
just
Drawful is all right.
yeah,
It's hard to draw with your mouse, but
yeah,
definitely can result in hilarity.
yeah. Which reminds me, we actually did get to play all of the games in the Party Pack 3 this past weekend, and I still think one of my favorite games to play is TKO, where you have to. Everyone starts off. They have to draw three designs, just like on their phone or tablet or whatever, and then they have to come up with however many slogans they can think of in a given amount of time. Then the game takes that pool of all of the images and slogans, randomizes them out to the players, and they have to basically make a T-shirt with that logo and the slogan, and then you get to vote on which ones in like a battle royale style and figure out which ones are the best ones. That one when we played was probably my favorite game this past weekend. Oh, I think I played it twice, and the first time the the shirt that won was it. The drawing was a picture of a stick figure shooting another stick figure in the face, and the slogan that ended up being put on it was "I'm an introvert." So I thought everyone thought that was hilarious in a really like dark humor kind of way, and it ended up winning that first match. The second match, the T-shirt that ended up winning, I was actually the one who designed the image and the one who came up with the slogan. Although I wasn't the one who made the T-shirt. It was a stick figure with doing like kind of a arms to on his hips, kind of pelvic thrust type motion, and the slogan was "with gusto." So I thought that was amusing, and so it's just like that one in particular is still one of my favorites, just because you can come up with just some weird, out of context stuff, and it's just hilarious. Well,
Yeah, that one I like. I like Fibbage. I've been playing a little more of that
yeah,
recently.
I
I
haven't
love
gotten a
it.
chance to play that yet. I want
It's
to though.
I like that one. It's you're making up lies to answer questions, and it all goes in a pool, um, and people vote on the answer they think is the right one. But the system also makes up a lie, and they also put the truth in there. So
Yeah,
it's a point-based game, depending on how you guess and how many people pick your lie.
yeah,
So it's neat, and you actually learn weird trivia, while you're playing.
yeah,
Um, Quiplash is still my favorite. For those of you that haven't played, it's kind of like Cards Against Humanity in a way,
yeah,
except everyone has blank cards.
yeah.
So they're making up awful things,
Oh,
and
one of
is usually
yeah.
the road it goes down.
So
Definitely, and every round you kind of get to know who you're playing with better.
yeah,
If you're not playing with people you know, which makes it great for a stream. And they know the streamer's pet, or what they like, and
Yeah.
stick those answers in and try to get votes.
But yeah, as an example of one of the things for Quiplash, both my sister and I were. It gives you a prompt or whatnot, and you have to try and answer it. And the prompt we got was the name of an erotic movie about elephants. And hers was, I think, Epic Trunks, and mine was Junk in the Trunk. Uh, and it's just like hilarious stuff like that. And it's like how to get expelled.
Yeah, it's funny.
Sorry. As like one of them was how to get expelled from Hogwarts, and I think someone put waving your wand, quote unquote. Uh, so
There's a funny thing. It does keep you from giving the same answer as someone else. Of course, linguistically, if there's a determiner, an A or a D, it doesn't pick those up. But I guess it speaks to Jen and I from my other podcast, being on the same wavelength. We have more than once in Quiplash matches
oh really?
gotten the same answer. Yeah, because they'll kick you out. It's like, somebody already answered that. It's like, oh, damn it, I know it was you. And then it was, like, every time.
Nice.
And Drawful, oh my goodness. Drawful can get really weird. I mean, because you're trying to draw something with your mouse.
Yeah.
So try to make something other people recognize or whatever. There was a really weird night where I drew something that looked kinky. I don't know. It was really late and everybody was drinking, and I just remember Dill's going, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And it was like, "Can we play this game anymore?"
Nice. Very nice. Oh.
But super social, lots of fun.
Yeah. And like we were saying, a lot of them are very stream friendly. And actually the reason why I wanted to start talking about these games in general is because we have to adjust our Patreon goals, because originally our first Patreon goal was to stream the show. And assuming things actually work, we're already doing that. So what I'm thinking of doing is actually, if we hit a certain goal, either the first goal or $50 or $100 per month, we'll do a Jackbox game night with our patrons. Still trying to determine how often, maybe either monthly or bi-weekly. We'll do a Jackbox night and invite our patrons to play, and just go from there, because I think it'd be hilarious. We could even potentially do prizes for it as well. Like our second goal right now is to have a monthly trivia where you can win one of the games we talk about in that month. What I might do is, instead of just a random trivia, do a Jackbox night, and whoever, like, if you win a game or whatever, you get a certain number of points, and whoever wins the night is able to get a game for that we talk about. So we're still working on details and such, but that is one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about these games, other than the fact that they're just freaking hilarious. And again,
So much fun, and I think
Yeah.
worth the money. I mean,
indeed.
I wouldn't pay. I might pay the $24.99 just for Quiplash, honestly, because it's the opportunity to host it. But
Yeah.
also, I mean, like I said, you can go on Twitch. You want to try these games out? Go find someone streaming it. Check it out and play Fibbage, play Quiplash, play. I haven't played Gaspionage, but I understand that's a really streamer-friendly one as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can play them all the time, and only one of you has to buy it. You can have a whole group of friends and pitch in a couple dollars each and play together.
Yeah. So, and a lot of these games
I'm
go.
tempted to get it for the Switch, I must say.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing that really surprised me, is looking at all the platforms that these party packs are available on. I mean, they're available on the Apple TV, for crying out loud. And it's like they're available pretty much everywhere.
I mean, I only played it online, so I had no idea until I went to look at the sale today. I was
Yeah.
like, everything, every platform. Like,
Pretty much.
Okay.
And like I said, you can join a game on your smartphone or anything that has a browser. You can just go to jackbox.tv. If you get the Roam code, you can just jump into a game, either as an actual player or as part of the audience. And the audience does actually matter because it can sway votes. Because it's usually the votes are all percentage based. So there could be, 66% of the players vote one way, but if 66% of the audience votes the other way, it can sway the vote. So it's yeah, just even being in the audience still factors in. But yeah, just I really like the fact that they branched so far out from their uh, from their traditional trivia roots. Because the You Don't Know Jack games were pretty fun. I remember playing them like over a decade ago. Probably even longer than that actually. But just having that level of variety, just basically 20 different games that you can play now. They're all hilarious, and so many of them are streamer
So
friendly.
I see they have a free on my my Amazon device, my Echo
Oh
thing
yeah, was it Lice
called
Water?
Lice Water.
Yeah.
I am totally installing that.
I actually I saw the name. I saw that they advertised for it on Alexa. Oh,
Stop saying it
sorry.
out loud. People are listening and out
Oh.
loud their podcasts in their kitchen, and it's going off, and it's putting that in their shopping list. Sorry, I
Yeah.
feel the pain. I
Yeah.
understand very much why we don't use those words in podcasts.
Yeah.
Scott Johnson has set off mine many times.
Oh yeah. Hey, wiretap. Buy toilet paper. Uh, I still think it'd be
Right.
hilarious if you could actually name your Echo device wiretap. Anyway, yeah,
Well,
I saw that advertised, but I actually didn't get a chance to see what lice water even is. Uh, I just like the name. It's
so it's a
hilarious to me.
parry. Apparently, it's a party game. It's on the Echo family of products, as well as Fire TV and any other device that supports her. So it challenges you. Licewater challenges you to guess whether absurd facts are true or false. How
Okay.
absurd? Stuff like Arnold Schwarzenegger held up a wall in the governor's mansion during an earthquake. So I guess it's a true or false party game.
Okay, that's interesting. Oh, yeah.
I'm totally trying this. If I'd have seen this earlier, I'd have tried it so I could tell you how
Yeah.
well it works. I'll
But yeah.
update you next.
All right. But I'll. Yeah,
By
it's
the
just.
way,
Yeah.
I love their sense of humor. There is in the description of the game a little asterisk, a little footnote that says, if you say that out loud and don't have a device, the game won't run and you'll look weird.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just really fun party games and just very well thought out method to play them. Uh, you don't even have to be for a lot of them. You don't even have to be in the same room. There are some of them where you do kind of have to be like faking it and everything. But this like Quiplash and Trivia Murder Party and Guespionage and all these other games, you don't have to be in the same room. So that's what we're actually kind of trying to lean towards with some of the Patreon goals. I do intend to at some point try to get all four of the Jackbox party packs, so we'll have access to all of the games, and we'll probably do some sort of straw poll on Twitter or something like that with our patrons or whatever. Figure out what games we want to play for the night, and go from there. I think it'd be hilarious and awesome to be able to do that. But on that note,
There's a quiz.
yep, there's still a quiz, and the way I did this,
Me.
yeah, I know. Oh, where? Oh, that's right.
Does that mean I get to load up my soundboard too?
No, the way I did this is you're gonna get 6 questions, They're all actually questions I picked up from Guespionage. Because the way Guespionage works, one person has to guess a percentage of whatever the topic is, and then the other players have to guess whether or not the actual answer is higher or lower. So it's basically just like what we've been doing on our quizzes normally. What I'm going to do is I have a little D10. I'm just going to do the same 10 number range. After I roll this, I'll tell you what it said, and I'll ask you if you think that's the correct answer. If what's on here is not the correct answer and you guess correctly, or whatever, I'll ask you then if you think the real answer is higher or lower, and we'll go from there. So, you ready?
Sure. I've never even played that game, so this will be great.
Yeah.
It's one I have not played.
Yeah, there's a lot of like absurd questions on here. But anyways, question number 1. What percentage of people have slept on waterbeds at least once? And your range is in the 70s. The dice says 70. So do you think that is the correct answer?
I think it's higher.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is. The correct answer is 74. 74% of people have slept on a waterbed at least once. Alright, so you got 1 point from that. Alright, now question number 2. What percentage of people suck on cough drops even though they don't have sore throats? And the range is in the 40s. The dice says 46. Do you think that is the correct answer?
Lower.
Well, you have to ask. I'm asking, do you think 46 is the correct answer?
Oh,
first?
no.
Okay.
Well, obviously, I said a different number. If I said lower, I didn't. Never mind. Whatever.
Well, because it's possible for it to land on the correct answer, so that's why I asked that first.
Possible.
Yeah, possible. Not likely, but possible nonetheless. Anyways, you're correct. It is not the. It is 46 is not the correct answer. Do you think? And you said you say it's lower, right?
I think it's lower.
It's correct. It is 41%. All right. Now you're up to 2 points. Question number 3. What percentage of coach flyers think it's rude when the people seated in front of them recline their seats? And the answer is in the 30s. The dice says 36. Do you believe that is the correct answer?
No.
You are correct.
I'm baffled by it not being 100. Okay.
All right, do you think the answer is higher or lower than 36?
Higher.
That is correct. It is 38%. All right, doing good so far.
Coach?
Yeah.
Coach.
Yeah.
100%. And note to self, never restart my PC while we're streaming. Because I'm lit in magenta. I'm matching the Hellboy portrait behind me. It's...
Oh, yeah. I was wondering what was going on because I noticed the light changed. So, but yeah, looks actually kind of cool.
I said the
Sure.
PC wouldn't load Steam, so I could look at all the Jackbox stuff, and I restarted, and it's like a giant magenta monitor right next to me.
All right, question number 4. At a pedestrian crosswalk, what percentage of people, without exception, wait for a walk signal before crossing? And the answer is in the 30s again. The die says 38. Do you believe that is the correct answer?
In the United States?
It just,
Or in other countries?
it does not say. Just at a pedestrian crosswalk, what percentage of people, without exception, wait for a walk signal before crossing?
Okay, and you said what?
38.
You said 38?
Do you
Lower.
Well, do you think 38 is the correct answer?
No.
It is 38.
It is.
38%.
I will tell you it is much higher in Canada.
I would not be surprised. In America, it's probably negative 14%.
Right? It was like an amazing cultural thing. It was in Toronto. It was huge and crowded, and there were so many pedestrians. I was like, and they actually just waited.
Yeah. All right. Question number 5. What percentage of people have ridden in a motorcycle sidecar? And the answer is between 0 and 9. The die says 7. Do you believe 7 is the correct answer? 7%.
No.
And do you believe the correct answer is higher or lower than 7?
I believe it's lower.
That is correct. It is 4%. Only 4% of people on this survey have ridden in a motorcycle sidecar. I know personally I have never, even seen an actual sidecar, I think.
I've hung out with motorcycle clubs, and I think I've only ever even seen one. So
Yeah.
I figured it was 4 or 5 tops.
Yeah. All right, last question. What percentage of people had their mouths washed out with soap as children? The answer is in the 30s. Guy says 35. Do you think that is the correct answer?
No.
I'm getting the pinwheel of death on my Mac. Awesome. Anyways, you're right. It is not 33%. Is the correct answer higher or lower? Or I said 35%. Do you think it's higher or lower than 35%?
I think it is higher.
If I was able to use my soundboard, you would be hearing the buzzer right now because it's lower. Well, that sucks. Anyways, why is that doing things? Anyways, so yeah, you missed that one. And I am getting Pinwheel of Death all over the place now.
Strangely, I can still hear you and see you.
Yeah, the problem is the fact that it's the Adobe Creative Cloud that's going wonky right now. And I don't know if I hit repair or quit if it's gonna close out Audition. That's my concern.
There, help you out.
Come on.
Oh, now I notice you're playing the Jackbox music in the background. That's awesome.
That's not actually Jackbox music.
Oh, it sounds like it.
It might, but that's the same quiz music we've been using the whole time. Alright.
It sounds like the Jackbox. It sounds like the Quiplash waiting.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can actually make this thing do stuff. Alright, let's close that. Maybe not.
The magic of technology.
The magic of technology that doesn't want to work anymore. Okay, I don't know. Oh, I could probably close this out.
Hey, I took advantage of the Cloud Suite sale and bought in, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I need to make some graphics.
Alright, we're just not gonna have video for this.
I figured Illustrator would be handy.
Okay, there it goes.
There.
Jeez. I might have to try to figure out an alternative to OBS because it is freaking awful to my computer. Anyways, yeah, so that brings us to the end of our show today. As janky as it is, hopefully we'll actually be able to show it to people or have someone hear it.
Hopefully it's salvageable.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I know Audition was running that whole time, so we should have audio at least. We're not going to have video, though. That was just bad. Anyways, everyone, thank you for joining us. I'm Sean. You can find me on Twitter at Searanex. Ember, how about you? Where can people find you?
I can be found at 9of12 on Twitter and Twitch, and you can hear me on the Geek Grills podcast.
All right, until next time, we are the Part-Time Gamers, clocking out. The Part-Time Gamers is supported entirely by our listeners. If you'd like to help us out, you can by dropping us a 5-star review on iTunes, or by subscribing to our YouTube channel, or by subscribing to our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/caffeineinducedtv, or by becoming a patron at patreon.com/parttimegamers. If you'd like to contact the show, you can with our email, parttimegamers.cast@gmail.com, or on Twitter at PTGcast. You can find the show and the rest of my work at caffeineinducedproductions.com. Media for and by the energized.